Thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. Hey everyone, I'm Catherine, a 2D animator from the UK, and here are 5 tips I would have given my younger self when I first started animating. Start small. It's so tempting to work on that big project you've been dreaming about, but if you've never animated before or don't have a lot of time, taking on a large project can be overwhelming and demotivating if your skill doesn't match up to the image you have in your head. I always recommend small projects you can start and finish quickly. Being able to complete something in a short space of time will help give you the confidence to work on other projects and allow you to focus on the areas you want to improve. You might use one to focus on character design and keeping the proportions consistent throughout the exercise. For the next, you might try a different technique, practice some lip sync, or try to improve your backgrounds. With each project, you can make them a little longer and a little more detailed. Split it up. Although it's good to study topics like colour theory, anatomy, and perspective, if I'm not having fun, I'm more likely to get distracted or switch to something else. Try studying your chosen topic for 20 minutes a day before you move on to something more fun. Or if you have a larger project or study session, break the task down into smaller, more manageable chunks. You'll be surprised at how much you get done once you start. Try new things. While there are certain things I love to animate like smears and glitches, I will get bored if I have to draw them all the time. Testing out new styles, materials, and topics will help keep you interested. Make sure they're short, choose what to carry forward, and how to improve what you don't like to polish your next project. By trying something new, you might find some techniques and topics you wouldn't have considered before. Thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. Recently, I've been trying to improve the editing in my videos. At the moment, I'm focusing on speeding up my workflow and experimenting with color grading in Davinci Resolve. To do this, I've been taking classes on Skillshare. If you haven't heard of Skillshare before, they're a platform that has thousands of classes on a ton of different topics. So if you're looking to take your skills up a notch or learn something completely new, there's plenty to choose from. If you're looking for animation-focused classes, I'd recommend anything from Taniko Pantoa, who has both experience in the industry and making incredible short films and personal projects. Everything is explained well, and the classes are split up into manageable chunks, so you can take everything at your own pace. Here are a few of the other classes I found interesting or helpful, so if you want to check them out or find something for yourself, the first 1,000 people to join through my link in the description will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare. Go back to basics. Whether you've just started animating or you've been doing it for a while, going back to basics is great for improving your skills. The 12 principles of animation focus on things like timing, squash and stretch, anticipation, and arcs to help you create more believable animations. And while you can copy the examples given in videos like this, once you're more confident with your skills, you can add extra details to push the tests further. I've been reviewing these myself and making mini videos for my How to Animate series, which will gradually get more complex. So if you want to follow along, check the description to see the playlist so far. If you're ready for something a little more complicated, you can try animating short clips from live action, studying the layout and composition, acting and timing choices to figure out why they work well, what you like about them, and how you can use these things in your projects going forward. Use references. Using references makes your life so much easier, and despite what you may think or have heard online, using them is not cheating. You might be embarrassed about recording or having pictures of yourself to show the movement or pose you had in mind, but you don't have to share the references with anyone else, and it will help you understand the smaller actions within the movement. Spotting things like timing of blinks, changes in expression, and the movement of your hair or clothes is much easier too. Finding reference videos online, particularly for movements that you cannot perform yourself, is a good way to warm up and push yourself to try something more dynamic. Now, this isn't to say that you can't animate without references, or that if you do, then you're a god tier level animator, but it can speed up your process. And if you can do something more efficiently, why would you suffer through doing it the hard way? Working as a freelancer or in a studio on creative projects, the deadlines are usually quite tight. So anything you can do to save time and energy is always a positive. If you want some more animation tips or simple exercises to try, take a look at this.